guys. The guys that, they will fight. They will respond. They won't take it from the police. But it's not to their benefit either, because although they will fight the police and do everything that they will do, that's how they learn how to survive in here. But it doesn't work because they get abused, they get hit back, they get cut off from their families. It's hurting all of us. All of you women out there that are visiting, and you don't want your man to keep being in here. All of you ought to have brothers and sisters and never have family reunions and never have it at cookouts, or can't sit out there on the street with him when he comes out of jail and you're losing him because somebody's killing him or something's going on in our neighborhood or all of our kids are at risk. You got to help me. You got to step up too as women, as young women, and be able to write your brothers in here and tell them, okay, we'll do it another way. We do got a voice. We can say something. That's what it's about. They want somebody to know what happened to them, but they don't do what I do. They don't want to write. They don't believe in it because they understand that they're writing complaints. They've written them and they've done it, and they're saying, listen, they get over. And you know how you get that defeatist attitude that just says, oh, no matter what you do, that old motto of you can't beat City Hall? That's how they got this set up. My thing is I will die before City Hall don't have to hear me. I may can't beat them, but they definitely got to hear me. And they want the same thing. I don't choose to just be the flag for everybody because everybody has their own individual stories, but I had to do something. Since it happened from the beginning, I have to do something. We got leaders out there, they know what's going on. We got people out there in positions, they know what's going on. They got to say something. They were part of it, some of them. Why you haven't heard anything from them? Why they haven't told you exactly what went down? Why aren't they telling you what happened to them? Why aren't they telling you how they've been treated? The volunteers, the guests. Why aren't they coming forward to tell you? When the people that are free won't even tell you what's going on, doesn't that tell you the kind of handle they got on this? Doesn't that tell you the grip they got? Well, the grip is different. We can't say every correctional officer. I can't say that. I know if it wasn't for some of them that treat us half decent, the rest of it would go wrong. When we say the union, I don't say the union of the ones that are trying to just come here and have a job. They got a right to have that too. I'm talking about the ones that come here and make their living off of us. The ones that come here and take their abuse out on us. The ones that come here and believe that this is a second-rate job for them to be able to say they're police at a whole nother level and take out the frustrations of what they want to be. It hurts everybody. It hurts the Boston police just the same. People don't see that. Then the Boston police got to do their job, and if we out there doing wrong, okay, that's cops and robbers. Everybody knows that. But even the Boston police got to get new things happening to them because they're not prepared. They're not prepared for what's coming out of here because we've been away from them. So they don't know the new mind state. They don't know what's going behind here. They don't know the frustration they're going to face. Is that fair to them as well? Nah, that's not fair to nobody. That's not fair to the families out there. Do you know your brothers when they're coming back? The women, do you know your men when they're coming back? It's more than racism. Tony Bennett was the first one to march with Martin Luther King and get on the front line. There's many times, there's a whole group of white people that used to march with us and fight with us and do a bunch of things. There's a whole bunch of white people that are good. This call may be recorded or monitored. That are good people that were trying to play a part in changing this prison system, right? But what do? We turn so much on each other that we don't even understand that they are turning us on each other. Somebody's got to say something. When I see Cahill, and then I see this election going on, and I see Baker, and I see the governor, and I see them talking about patriotism and going after the probation department, why don't everybody wake up? Before you get on probation, 9 out of 10 times you already went to jail, then you coming out on probation. When you signed the new Corey law, that's what it was about, making sure that everybody got supervised release. Do you think those are the families that's related? You think those are the people that are tied in together? You think that's the patronage going on? No. Why won't they talk about this world? Why won't they go into this? Why won't they tell you how many related here? Why won't they show you what's going on here? Why won't they let you walk in on the media tour here? Why do you think they won't let you do it? Because everything that happens over here in the dark. If I can come out and do this right here, I got a family out there to risk. I got myself to risk, but if I come out there to do it, you all got to do it. The community leader that really believes in it, stand up. You got to say something. The ones at the church that know you saw it when you came here and visit, say something. The ones that know that you is sitting in the state house and you just want to do some kind of right, say something. Don't let it be me, a prisoner sitting in jail, making comments so you can just say he's this and he's that. I don't care what you say about me. There's nothing you can say about me that's going to affect me. I know why I'm doing what I'm doing. I know what my destiny is, how I want to live and what I want to change it. Why I love my community, why I love my kid, and why I miss my son that died on the street. I know why I'm doing what I'm doing. The question is, why aren't you doing it? Your family's in here too. Your man's in here too. Your father's in here too. Why are you afraid to do it? You're free. I'm not free. I mean, that never gets free at the course that I have to take to do this here. I know I'm innocent, but it's not that kind of plea. It's a plea because it jeopardized the police that work in here. It jeopardized the system that we got on the street. It jeopardized the kids and the things that happen in their minds and the way that they're in the prison. We have a deep where they kick there and say he's a liar. Then the whole public get to say I'm a liar. I'm not a liar, so why don't you tell them, hey, we want to hear from them. They let me get on TV, they let me get in the news, let me get in the paper, they never said a word. Now they don't want me to say nothing. It's been a year I've been waiting on the investigation and outcome to the truth. They knew I had the facts. I had to hide them at all kind of different jails, put them on the street, letters everywhere, because I knew what they were going to do. Let's ask this governor, why won't you let this story conclude? I want it to conclude because I want to go back to doing what I originally was trying to do. Help some of these kids out there in the street. Help my family. Help your family. Help the dudes in here believe we can be more than what they say we can be.